Hello everyone and welcome to a new video price prediction for Bitcoin. And today I want to talk about all the possibility available now in our chart from the daily to the monthly and between the bearish and bullish scenarios, of course. What I want to share first that, okay, the first highest possibility now on the 1 hour chart is of course to still looking for lower lows as our target has been hit perfectly, even beyond, right? It was an extended wave 3 and in this impulse, and that means that we are still looking for a wave 5. However, because the wave 3 is very extended to the 2.618, then we are looking for a short wave of 5. And the wave 5, of course, normally, especially in an extended impulse, 80% the wave 1 match the time and the price with wave 5. So if we are getting a wave 5, possibly that this wave 5 might be very short. It might be even not hit the 3. Sometimes it gets truncated because it's very extended. That doesn't mean directly that, okay, we are bullish because it is truncated, but don't forget that we might get a retracement towards the upside and then move back down. So what I'm looking for on the 1 hour chart now, possibility is very high, of course, for more lower prices, and we are looking here at a correction of A, B towards the downside, and then C finished wave C, A, B, C zigzag. And yeah, we are looking on the 15-minute chart. If you want to see here, yeah, we are looking, of course, for another impulse towards the downside. It's gonna be a little bit small. Maybe, of course, we reach even lower low than the wave 3. So this is now locally on the local time the highest possibility. Now, what I want to start here is to show you all the possibilities and even the percentage between them. Of course, first of all, we covered this one, wave 5 of the current impulse. It is 80% possible to get this one. Of course, there is always 20% that a reversal might happen and the things turn over. Now, the wave 2 of wave 5. So the next possible scenario, of course, that we are in a wave 2 now, right? That we are forming a wave 2 zigzag, as we said before, on that red path here that you can see. So it might exactly hit our path traced before and predicted. So that works perfectly with our wave 2, and that might be the impulse of a zigzag. We might see a retracement, 3 waves up, then an impulse again towards the downside, hitting exactly the wave 2 target. Now, this is again the highest possibility for now, our priority, of course, and to hit the target after the 0.618 fib time taken from the 1 to the 1 here, yeah, to this 1. Of course, our impulse because 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this is the next possibility, and we are in a good move and a track. Now, the third possibility is a C of expanded flat. Now, I'm gonna explain also why this possibility is lower now, because if we have 3 waves up, ABC, okay, then a 3 wave down, 3 waves up for an ABC again as expanded flat, that's fine. Why the possibility is lower than a wave 2 now? Because this impulse, extended impulse, is very long. And a wave C is made of diagonal or an impulse. Now, if this is the start of an impulse, a wave 1 is very big, okay? The wave 3 should be bigger than the wave 1, and that means we are passing even the 1.618 level for a wave C flat, okay? And of course, we still have to finish a 4-5. So again, we are over the target and we pass the wave 2. Now, if that is the case, then we are very, very bearish, right? So this is the thing. That's why this scenario has less probability than the wave 2 now. Okay, so our highest probability is our wave 2 is 70% and 50% that we are in an expanded flat. Of course, this expanded flat also the wave C can transform to a diagonal, right, rather than impulse. That's still available. That's why I'm saying, okay, still 50%. However, it should be impulse, 3 waves up, then impulse, then 3 waves up, then impulse. Okay, this is a 5-3-5-3 diagonal, ending diagonal. This is how it should look like, the structure, to say, okay, this is expanded flat, wave C. Now, a wave B expanded flat on the daily chart. Yes, if you remember in the previous videos, I don't want to show it again now. Of course, I don't want to dive deep into it. You can go back to the previous videos and the deep analysis of this wave 4. And you can see that I have explained that here is the best scenario where we have a wave 4. Sorry, a zigzag, a finished zigzag. I'm gonna open this. Here we go. So we have an ABC here, ABC, hitting perfectly the 1 fib level, and the time finished exactly between the fib level of a wave C. Therefore, it would be nicer and more possible to finish this zigzag here rather than finishing it here. So rather than this zigzag, and of course the wave C here looks very like an expanded and it's very rare. So I would do, it's not preferable. Or even if I have to move the wave B, then the wave B is very long in time, then the C is very short in time. So yeah, this scenario is much more possible as a zigzag here finished, and it opens, of course, then the scenario of an A here, 3 waves up, and then 3 waves down. Yeah, we are looking for 3 waves down, hitting again the 1.38. So this is for a wave B, of course, in an expanded flat where the wave B overshoots the start of that flat, and then we are looking again for higher prices. For a wave C hitting the 1.68. Now this possibility, of course, is very early to call. That's why it's now very lower possibility. Now on the weekend B also, another possibility is a wave 1 on weekly impulse. That means we might be in a wave 1 here. Moment. Yeah, we have finished a zigzag, and this one has finished as a running flat, where we have 3 waves up, a very deep wave B, and an impulse, yeah, finished here as a running flat. And this is a characteristic, to be honest, for a running flat, finishing before the wave A, and then we are looking for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 towards the downside again. And this is very bearish, of course. And this is, of course, early to call now, because it still needs time, right? It still needs time to unfold and to say that this is okay, this might be one. Okay, the last scenario, the bearish scenario on the monthly chart. If you remember, the parabolic study in the previous videos again, we can see that we have talked about it, right? That we might have finished a main impulse towards the upside with the cycles itself. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 finishing an impulse or diagonal shape for Bitcoin, and then we are looking for a major correction now. And this looks like 5 waves down, and now we are in 3 waves up. And I said before in the videos that we might see, we are still in a very possible bearish scenario for correction here. So taking the consideration that this could be a zigzag, we might hit the 1-to-1 fib level at 22,233. So this is the most bearish scenario, of course, where we are in a, let's call it, crash of Bitcoin, right? But actually it's not a crash, it's a very normal correction still. Look how much normal it is based on that analysis here and the history. Now you will tell me, okay, why you are so bearish? Of course, I still have scenarios for a bullish scenarios. However, it's very rare based on in comparison with a bearish one. Why? Because first of all, let's go back to the 4 hour here, and yes, let's keep this on. So the first possible, and for now it's a little bit lower possibility to be bullish, to be honest. So is wave 3 after finishing wave 2 hitting the 0.38 Fib level? Yes. So the possibility is now that, okay, we have finished wave 2. So I think here to understand this, I'm gonna close that. I'm gonna take the retracement here. So this is our wave 1, right? We're gonna take wave 2 here and look at the possibilities now of a wave 2, of a wave 3 forming. So we have our impulse here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Now we are considered, of course, that we have started our wave 2, right? Remember that wave 2 has very common Fib levels and very uncommon Fib levels. The minimum required Fib level is 0.38, and this level has been hit yesterday. Therefore, the possibility, of course, starts to be open for a bullish scenario as well, okay? However, the possibility is still very low. Why? Because we need first to see 3 waves down, we need to see the shape of 3 waves down, and we preferably hit the most common Fib levels, right? So these are the major keys. Now, if we hit here only the 0.38 Fib level with an impulse, the possibilities there very, very low to start an impulse at wave 3, right? Therefore, the possibility is still very low, 40%. The more we go down, so let's say now we make a retracement and we start to hit like the 0.5, the possibility now start to get higher, right? If we hit it directly from here, no, the possibility is still very low. However, if we make retracement and we hit the 0.5, the possibilities start to go higher. As you can see, when we hit the 0.5, 50% the possibility of being bullish start to be unfolded. However, the possibility of bearish scenario is still, of course, high. Yeah, wave 2 or 5, it's, don't forget, it is 70%, so we are already in the bullish scenario if we finish it here, right? However, we still have unfolding the wave C expanded flat, then wave B. So we have to move one after the other. So we have to check out each scenario. You know what I mean? Like once we finish now the wave 5, we check out, right? Once we hit the target wave 2, we check out. If we went down more, okay, then we are possibly in wave C expanded flat. We went more, then okay, possibly in wave B expanded flat. Okay, if we even go lower than the wave B Fib levels, then that means we are in a very bullish scenario, in a weekly bearish scenario, sorry. Okay, and then we look at our last bearish scenario when we hit some level, of course, as well. Therefore, for the, as I said, the more we go down, okay, the more we go down here, and of course, once finishing 3 waves up, the more we go down, the more the possibilities get higher for bullish. Okay, this is the idea. And to be honest, this is now the only scenario, bullish scenario available. Yesterday I spoke about the diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now it's not possible anymore. It is invalidated because when we take here, let's say this one, and we take the parallel of it exactly and we put it there, we see that, okay, it's still a little bit possible. You see here a little bit possible. However, if you take the 1-to-1 here to this one and we put, let's say, zigzag to get the 1-to-1, Yeah, so this is still a little bit higher or bigger than this wave here, okay? And in a diagonal, you want to have the 1 bigger than the 3, the 2 bigger than also the 4. So if we go now lower, okay, than this diagonal, then it invalidates the diagonal. Therefore, the diagonal has a very low possibility. Diagonal wave 5 now, it has very low possibility. Okay, so that was it for Bitcoin. I hope that I explained the scenarios well for you, and that it's much more clear how we're gonna move with the price in the next days, even weeks, to check or our scenarios. Now, of course, when a new higher possibility arise with new price prediction and so on, then of course I'm gonna add it to the list and mention it for you. And okay, so that was it. I hope that you like it. Please hit the like button if you did, and subscribe for the channel if you didn't yet. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye.